Ah, there we go. That's better. Now I look like I'm about to conduct my train like a railroad person. How is everyone tonight? What an entrance. You've never seen my entrance, Jennifer? Am I preparing a surprise for you? No. Every day is a surprise. But I am going to speak on some comments in a bit. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I love that cat. Get Kathy. Kathy's quiet right now. So we're going to just do one tonight. I'm going to read what I made for you and talk about it. Of course, they're just notes, and I will just keep talking. The things I want to touch on, and then we'll do the healing. Then I got to do my schoolwork. I got a presentation tomorrow. I got one the next day. Then I got finals next week. And I have to finish my paper by the 9th. Hello, wow. It's Tuesday night. They are usually a little slower. And there's the cat. Just when I said, oh, he's quiet, here he comes with his little squeaks. His squeaking. Yeah, I'm always here, right? And thank you for coming back. You guys like to. No one's been here as much as I have. I'm just saying. So with these things, I go through all the stuff that you go through. I have all the dispositions to not want to do this sometimes. I'm always here. When something is removed, I have to feel it. But I am always here, which I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Once people get here. Hi, Vicky. I see Spidey. Okay, then maybe we'll see what that is. I just saw your thing about your cat staring at stuff again. Did she attack it? Oh, she curled up with someone else. No. How are you? And just don't get bored or burnt out. Oh, that's cool, Spidey. Yeah, that happens. Hmm. Yeah, there was like thunder and lightning earlier, or two. We were in class, just heard thunder. Like, whoa, that was surprising. I will start speaking in 9 minutes. Any new people here before? They've never been here before, or has everyone ever just been here before? And if you please, so if you haven't, please book a one-on-one. I'm still a bit short for my program coming up soon. I need to raise $2,000 more. Very close. I mean, it was much higher. It's very important that I do this. And anything that you can help with goes a long way. I have about, 13 or 14 days, 2 weeks left. Oh my gosh. I am cutting it close. Plus, I have to fly out there too, or take the train. I'll probably take the train to Vermont. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. 29. Nice. All right. Any new people here tonight? A monk materializing necklace. I don't know about that. A few more minutes. Hi, Mo. Synchronicity. Maybe it's a distraction. All right, so here we go. So I want to talk about lineage. Somebody was brought that up. Lineage, like who taught who are your teachers. Lineage. Are you part of the so and so lineage of so and so healers? But in Shinto, or Amaterasu rather, she doesn't choose stuff based on blood or from master to apprentice. She chooses based on resonance. So in esoteric Shinto, the hidden Shinto, the the kami are not bound and they don't respond to human ideas of hierarchy or entitlement. For maybe let's talk maybe the imperial family. in Japan, for example, they might at least say they trace their lineage back to Amaterasu. But even so, if that is the case or not, lineage alone does not guarantee connection. It preserves the ritual memory, but connection with Amaterasu or the kami requires spiritual visibility, not genealogical prestige. Um, those within the system often protect the outer form and the structure, but it is the heart that draws the divine. Um, so, like shrine priest and the imperial household too maintains rights, but Amaterasu is not the bureaucrat of heaven. She responds to sincerity and not just ceremony or going through the motions. So, um, as the sun, she, or the essence of it, therefore being the sun, um, withdraws from those who seek power over others, but she illuminates those who refine themselves quietly and purify their vessel, and who seek to heal the world rather than dominate it. Um, so solitude becomes a mirror sometimes for some of you who feel like that you're alone. Think about that, and pain becomes a crucible, and discipline coming here and the practice that you're going to start yourself as soon as I'm finished with this book will become like a signal. And she'll choose you, I think, or some of you at least, to be able to do some stuff because you weren't looking for her. Like no one here was. Most of you haven't even heard of it before you came here, right? But this is one of the oldest truths um, amongst mystical traditions. The divine comes not to those who seek to wield it, but to those who are already living it as if it is within them. Um, you weren't you weren't waiting or trying to obtain a vision. You've been trying to do the work for as long as you have been, even if you've ran into some dead ends before. And you've done it night after night, in these lives, and acknowledging that and understanding I'm not offering this as a product, but more as a sacred duty. Um, and the ones who stay are never asking the kami for power. Um, I think most of you, or a lot of you, recognize that aligning yourself this way is what purifies power. Um, so, and I think we're here this day in this way. Um, I don't know what else to say about that. Definitely, this is a bridge, right? I feel that way. Yeah. So, yeah, any questions? Let's see. The podcasters rejecting you don't care about any of that. They care about formal credentials because they're worried about their image, which is stupid when you consider their support for Reiki crap. I mean, yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, some of them have not, right? But I think when you look at all of the like shows I've been on and the three that are coming up, let's see, I did one, two, I have two more that are now, oh, three more. Um, you could see how you could see the commonality between the host on those, right? I mean, I do have a product. It's this, my one-on-one sessions. So, yeah. I mean, eventually, I don't think they'll be able to ignore me anymore. I I really think that's the case. But I also wanted to talk about something. Um, so I think that there was a time when when Japan from the West, Japan was seen as a place as like being like this mystical place from here. And I think that's not really there anymore. I think that's gone. People don't see it that way, maybe. They might see it as, a tourist destination more so, right? And I don't know where my train of thought is right there. Um, I think that I think that shoot, I don't even know what I'm saying. It's like I'm just in a place as I finish up for the summer doing these studies. I'm doing a lot of um, reflection, I think. But yeah, I think something someone said the other night sort of bothered me. Um, Someone said that like their friend who's a Christian said that Shinto works with a lot of demons. Right. But it's really silly, first of all. And yeah, they say that Shinto itself is demonic. They see kami and call them evil spirits. They see purification like this and call it witchcraft. And they see reverence as, I don't know, worship, I guess. But I think maybe they should ask themselves where that judgment comes from. I mean, it's not from Japan and it's not from lived experience, right? It's from doctrine and fear and from a long tradition of calling everything outside the church of the devil. And this is the same fear that once called like midwives heretics, um, burned wise women at the stake, and called African ancestors demons too. So when they say the kami are demons, what they're really saying is that everything beyond their belief system is cursed. And that's not discernment, that's projection. So let me tell you what the kami don't do. They don't possess. They don't enter through the Holy Spirit. They don't demand worship. They don't ask for blood. So they purify, they reveal, and they bring back what was lost in the soul. And I talked about it a little bit yesterday. So in the days when Shinto was thriving, Japan wasn't consumed by war or magic. This is when it was at its height. There were centuries of peace, refinement, and harmony with the land. And this was in the ancient world, where other places where, like, you didn't know when you were gonna, live or not. But it was really like that. There was its other points, but for much of it, when Shinto especially was at its height, it was a better place to live. And we saw that after the war too. Like crime rate, the crime rate in Japan went down to non-existent. And even in the 90s, some of the things, and even now today, um, things are very uneventful in many ways. But you never needed a middleman to talk to the divine. You just needed stillness. And yet, those calling this demonic often bow to books they don't even understand, and they recite prayers where they're taught to fear with and ignore the harm their own system has done, and it has done a lot. And you ask yourself how many demons have been conjured in churches, and how many spiritual wounds have been carved by guilt and shame. So, I implore people to ask themselves who's really bringing in darkness. Is it the people? Is it the ones invoking nature, respect, or the ones casting judgment from a script written in conquest? So the kami are not demons. They are older than that idea even existed. And they do not respond to fear, they respond to sincerity. So if someone's God is true, then he doesn't need fear to defend him. And if your spirit is clean, you won't need to curse mine. Yeah. But yeah, don't call it demonic just because it didn't come from you. Anyway, that kind of bugged me. The Christian samurai um, came during the Tokugawa period when there wasn't very many battles. People like to romanticize that, but it's just not quite true. There were not really any black samurai. There was Yosuke, but there's very little written about him, and it's mostly myth, unfortunately. I like the story, a lot of people do, but it's, yeah, that I guess he was around during Nobunaga when he was when he went during unification. But anyway. No, he just wouldn't. He just wasn't. The So he was a bodyguard. He wasn't a samurai. That's something it's different. You couldn't be an outsider and then be a samurai. But anyway, Well, I'm sure you did. But there was a there was a concept called sankoku, which meant closed country, and it was like that for most of its history. No one was allowed in, and no one was allowed out, except for a select few missionaries to China. So yeah, um, and Christians were banned for the most part because the Tokugawa shogunate saw it as a threat and, as a military attempted military takeover, which it was. They saw what happened to the Philippines and other places, and like, oh yeah, they are going to try to do that here, and they did. Um, yeah, at the time, I think it was. Anyway, I don't think this talk tonight was that strong as my other ones, but I wanted to clear those things up a little bit more. Yeah, yeah. I see that happen a lot, right? People will cherry pick the history in another country so that they can reflect it onto theirs. Like somebody will point out, see, there's a Christian samurai, and it's not as it's not that impactful as it was with um, other other characters during that time period. There's actually a lot going on. So anyway, man, there's war. Yeah, there was definitely some. Oh yeah, of course. There were types. There was lots of conflict for sure, for sure. But relatively, for like a 2,000 years or more, there was less than normal other places. I'm not distracted. No, I'm just trying to talk more to get more people here because I found that more people just want to hear than they do the healing. But the problem is with that, guys, that right, I'll run out of topics. And if I run out of topics, I mean, if you run out of topics, it's just you start repeating yourself. And when I see a lot of people doing that, people will have like 1,000 videos and they'll just reframe the same stuff. There's only so much stuff you could talk about within a niche. Like, I guess this. I guess I could talk about my daily life and yada, 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 but I would also like to, I would like to also give people an understanding of what this is and how it works exactly. And I wanted to explain tonight, especially um, the idea of lineage, especially since that's pushed around a lot and how it's important to people when really it doesn't actually matter. And also the idea that um, um, Western religion is like the only right thing. And when it doesn't even do anything tangible, really, except for continually create scandal and controversy for most of its history. Yeah, basically. And new people hear it for the first time too. Yep, yep. Yeah, but anyway, there's way more types of spirits than two. The Christians tend to think that there are just angels and demons and human spirits, but there's a lot. And at the same time, I have to work with the algorithm to get people. And anyway, I think we're going to get started. I want to finish under an hour today. How does lineage? Well, there's stuff in the blood, basically. There's ancestral stuff that helps and works. Anyway, I haven't read that, Jason. Rebirth and reincarnation, absolutely. That's the biggest one, I think. That's more important than physical bloodline, although it does play a part too. It seems. Let me let this cat in because he will not cease. Come on, buddy. Not you, not you. No, not you, crazy boy. No. No. Oh. I feel bad denying the other one, but he's so rude. Is there an English equivalent word for commie? No, there sure isn't. You press my mouse. I do got shorts on. General courses. Don't worry about those. They're quite rare. All right, guys. You ready? Maybe helping spirits? No. Last 40 years. Oh no, for some reason, Fraser really wants in. Here we go. And please don't forget to think about donating or booking a one-on-one or private session. Or not necessarily R2. Here we go. Amaterasu Miyoyano Kami no Misu Maru no Inochi Terashi Kuni Shizuka Nari Amaterasu Mi Oyano Kami no Misu Maru no Inochi Terashi Kuni Shizuka Nari Amaterasu Mi Oyano Kami no Misu Maru no Inochi Terashi Kuni 静かなに月よ見つみ親の神の一家の思つきに綴りて鏡のことし月よ見つみ親の神の一家の思つきに綴りて鏡のことし月よ見つみ親の神の一家の思つきに綴りて鏡のことし月よ見つみ親の神の一家の思つきに綴りて鏡のことし月よ見つみ親の神の一家の思つきに綴りて鏡のことし高天張にかむずまります。かむろうぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すめみおやかむ、いずなぎの神つくしのひまかの立ちばねのおどのあわぎがはるに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときにあれませる。はらいどのお神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかえりよ。払いたまい清めたまいと申すことのよしよ。あまつかみ、くにつかみ、やよるぞの神たちともに引っ越しますと。かしこみも申す。高天はりにかむずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すめみおやかむ、いざなぎの神つくしのひむくの立ちばなのおどのあおぎがはらに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときにあれませる。はらいどのお神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかぎりを。はらいたまい、清めたまいと申すことのよしよ。あまつかみ、くにつかみ、やよるぞの神たちともに引っ越しますと。かしこみも申す。どうその神、あまていらします。すみみ神の身胸を伝えて教え導きのたまわく。人はすなわち、神とのもとのあるじたり、何時らの真摯の痛ましむることなかれ。この家に目にもろもろの風情見て、心にもろもろの風情見ず、耳にもろもろの風情聞いて、心にもろもろの風情聞かず、口にもろもろの風情言って、心にもろもろの風情言わず、身にもろもろの風情に触れて、心にもろもろの風情に触れず、 心にもろもろの風情をもとも、中心にもろもろの風情を思わず、この時に清く潔きことあり、もろもろのノリは鍵と形のことし、清ければ汚れることなし、ことをとらばうべからず、皆腹よりずの身となる。我が身はすなわち六根処女なり、六根処女なりがゆえに、ゴズの真君兄なり、ゴズの真君兄なるが、ゆえに天地の神とどこなり、天地の神とどこなるが、ゆえに万物の霊と体なり、万物の霊と体なるが、ゆえになすところ猫って成就せずということなし、無常霊法、真珠仏教、天上無休、名誉入賞、神奈川列、払いたまい、清めたまい、守りたまい、先はいたまい、照らしたまい、導きたまえ、高めの腹にかむずまります。すめ神たち、いやわらしたも、特殊の水の宝持ちて、アマテルクニテルヒケアミノホアカリクシタマネギハヤヒのミコトに続けたもこと教えてのたまわく今しこの水の宝持ちて中津国に天下りアヒトグサ沈め収めよアヒトグサおよびよりずのものの病のことあらば噛む宝を持ちて、見下いた沈めに起きて、見たま沈めの祭りを、なして水の宝を振るべ、その噛むほぎの言葉に曰く、木のい木のと、火のい火のと、土のい土のと、かのいかのと、水のい水のと、ひふみよ、いむ、なやこと。にのとふるべゆれいだ。かく祈りせば、まかるともさらにきなんとしても。雨の神の身を闇こと乗りかけたまいて、雨の岩船に乗りて、河内の国の川上の怒るがめに天下りましまして、大和の国、引けの山のふもと、白庭の高庭に移しましまして月祭りとも、なぜけてイスの神のお神と申し立て祭り、よよかむ宝を持ちて、よりずの者のために、ふるべの神ごと持ちて、すかさなして家のふるの御霊の神と、敬い、立て祭り、すめみことおぼらじ、おとその神たけきをもして、いつきに使い祭りとも、物のべの神の社雨がした、よりずの者のたごいなりてもと神宝は、いわゆる、おきつ鏡、平つ鏡、やつくの剣、いく玉、たる玉、まかるが石の玉、ちが石の玉、おろちのひれ、はちのひれ、くすぐすのもののひれ、さらにとくすの壁、木のい木のと、火のい火のと、土のい土のと、かのいかのと、水のい水のと、ひふみよいむなやこと。二のとふるべゆらといら。かしいたて祭ることのよしをもちて、平らきくきこしめせと。命長く子孫羽ね、時はかきわに。守りたまい、先はいたまい。かじたて祭り。人通寿命心力かじ。And breathe, relax. と神、意味とも、看言心、そにかだけん、払いたばいきよいとも。 Taka amahari ni kamazumarimasu. Kamarogi, kamaromi no mikoto moshite. Sememi oyekamu. Izanagi no kami tsukushi no himuka no tachibana no odo no awagigahara ni misogi harai tamaishi toki ni are maseru. Harai do no o kami tachi. Moromoro no ma ga goto tsumi kairi yo. Harai tamai kiyame tamai to mausukoto no yoshi yo. Amatsukami, kunitsukami, yao, yoruzu no kami tachi tomo ni hikoshi misato. Kashikomi, kashikomi, momaosu. Taka amahari ni kamazumarimasu. Kamaroki, kamaromi no mikoto moshite. Sumemi oyakama, izanagi no kami tsukushi no himuka no tachibana no odo no awagigahara ni Misogi, harai, tamaishi, toki ni are maseru. Harai do no o kami tachi, moromoro no ma ga goto tsumi kairi yo. Harai tamai kiyame tamai do masu koto ni yoshi yo. Amatsukami, kunitsukami, yao, yoruzu no kami tachi tomo ni hikoshi masato. Kashikomi, kashikomi, momaosu. Taka amahari ni kamazumarimasu. Kamarogi, kamaromi no mikoto moshite. Sumemi oyakama. Izanagi no kami tsukushi no himuka no tachibana no odo no awagigahara ni misogi harai tamaishi toki ni are maseru. Harai do no o kami tachi. Bora bora no baga goto tsumi. Okay. Harai tamai kiyame tamai to mausukoto no yoshi yo. Amatsukami, kunitsukami, yao, yoruzu no kami tachi tomo ni hikoshi masato. Kashikomi, kashikomi, momaosu. Kan nagara tamachiyamase. Kan nagara tamachiyamase. Kan nagara tamachiyamase. Okay, everyone. There we have it. How was that? And to answer your question, generational curses are extremely, extremely, extremely rare. Rare to the point that they're almost non-existent. So do not worry about those. Yeah, Swag, there actually are. Hi, Linda. I'm glad I was able to help you. Can you remind me with what? Or did you tell me? Well, like I said, it's recovering, right, Jason? That's just part of that process. So please, guys, if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel and motivate. Turn on notifications. I do these every single night. I am always here every day. What? Tell me, John. What? Your eye feels better? Yeah, tell it. I need testimonials, guys. Record yourself on your phone and let everyone know. I will post those. No one you know will see them. I promise. Your coworkers won't see. It's gone. That's what I do here. Yeah, it's funny. It's the people. It's honestly, it's the folks that have that type of physical thing that we release from people that tend to stay long. Not everyone, but they tend to stay the longest. Then spiritual seekers, quote unquote, right? Good for you, Spidey. Good, good. That's great discernment. It's unbelievable for even them, right? The spiritual seeker type, they'll come and they don't develop fast enough, then they'll take off. Let's see, has everyone been? I don't say that. It's not everyone. However, don't say praise the commie. They don't want praise. Yeah, you could film your cat and talk over it. Absolutely. The hope and beauty in your voice with mantra chanting, song energy is encouraging. Oh, good. Unbelievable. Well, I mean, Mandy, I'm sorry to hear that. And I understand. Any new people tonight? Please be sure to subscribe. And don't forget to book a session. They're only $60 for now. Very affordable. We're able to go a bit deeper and pull more out because the individual attention. I think they're worth it. It helps me do this. I have a few weeks left to pay for my program and get my ticket. It's important to me, at least. But I think it's important in the scheme of things, too. Just 786 subscribers. Cool. Yeah, very good, Mandy. It's tough when they have to go, for sure. Pay by mail? No, I don't do mail. Oh yeah, sure, Jason. Attribute it to the ibuprofen. 39 people. Any new people, please say hi in the chat. If you say hello and you haven't done this before, maybe we'll do one more and do it again, or else if I don't know you're here, we won't be able to give you a little bit of extra focus. I am still $2,399 short. 2 weeks to go. Hi, Gilbert. These are free, though, so don't worry. You only need a couple hundred people to book a sesh. So one more show. Well, I did 3 shows. I have a Cult of Personality that's coming out. I have Through Glass Darkly coming out, and I have what's her name? Oh no, I hope she's not here tonight. Oh, thank you, Victoria and Aubrey. You see that you did a donation tip. Pythian Priestess, her show. That was a good discussion too. Hi, Kasan. Except for Glass Darkly, it was a good one. Wish Rob would let me. It'd be nice if I could go back on his show. I saw that what's her name? Daughter of Palladians was back on. It's like, dude, she is clearly making stuff up. Thank you, Vina. It's like clearly making stuff up. You know, give people like that a platform, because people are going on and paying like giving her like $250 for like a reading that's just complete nonsense. And she told me that I have Jesus and Archangel Michael helping me. There's 100% through assumption. Yeah, but not her. I know he has good guests. No, panhandlers don't make good money in California. I'm panhandling now. I like different kinds of music. It depends. Depends on my mood. I have no idea swag. That's definitely not my thing. Throat singing? No. It's like Gregorian chants. All right. I could stay on for 10 more minutes and tack with you. If someone else comes in new, maybe I'll give them a healing. And because I got to do some schoolwork still. Yeah, the Mongolian music scene is quite interesting. I've noticed that. This will work to calm you to help with the resolution, I guess. Healing to the dog. Okay. Tokami imitamo kangonshin soni conducted. Harai tabai kiyometamo. Okay, how's the dog? His leg. Any noticeable difference? Anything absorbable? Mm. Woof woof. Thanks. I don't know what those are, Lynn. But just notice I never mentioned the word frequency. I did one session. He gave a quick wag when I started. Good. Can you please tell us what crazy stuff they see in Pal? I don't know what you mean. It seems like the amount of people coming is getting it's starting to, peak at 40, which is pretty good. It was like 20 or 30 before. Now it's getting up to 40 consistently. Don't you think, guys? They love to help animals. Yeah, they absolutely do. Cats and dogs, horses. I worked on horses. 28 when you got here. Good. Any new people in there who have been coming and haven't said anything? I'm so curious about the people who never say anything. There's, there's always like a lot, but there's only a few people who go in the chat. All right. Some of you just woke up. They might be driving. I wouldn't recommend driving and doing this. Although, if you get to keep yourself awake, it's fine. I mean, I think that dog has found a good home, Spidey. He ain't going nowhere. Nah, I don't know. I hope you do. I mean, you're not going to put him out in the street, are you? I hope not. Hmm. All right. Not everyone's good on the keyboard, I guess. They could still put hi, HI. All right, I gotta do my schoolwork. I think I've been the worst at it since I've been doing it for the past couple of years, like this quarter. I'm just like really burnt out. Thank you, Swag. I appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't even time to put all this stuff on eBay I want to sell or I need to. I have some stuff of that's just so slow. This dog ate it. Hmm. That's okay. I know, Jason. It sucks. I had one person come in. I think they were new. They said, "Hey, thank Gilbert, you still here? I guess we could do healing if you're still here. I want to give you. I want to give you the. I want to give you the chance." No, I don't think Gilbert's here anymore. Can you send me a list on Discord, Spidey? With the link, with links. Don't just put the name. Put the link to the channels, and I will write them. Thank you. All right. Everyone's awfully quiet. So, good night, everyone. The telepathy tapes. Nope. Well, everything takes a small percentage, John, but it isn't much. It's not much. Yeah. I don't get worked out through PayPal. Whatever anyone can do, it's much appreciated. The nonverbal autistic kids. No, that sounds interesting though, Jason. The magical fountains only found in malls that everyone throws change in. Hmm. Hmm. Still the change. You know that's probably been done before, right? Oh, man. Uh, wishing wells are money grabbers. So are slot machines. But I mean, that's what this is. It's just slow. If there's no opportunities around, there's no opportunities. Yeah, super chats, they take a lot. That's the most. Like PayPal, CashApp, like the process there when you book a session, those are the best. Etsy's not even that bad. Thank you, Swag. Appreciate it. Either way, I'm going to keep doing these. I've been doing them for like 3 or 4 years, maybe 5. I'm not going to stop. So, YouTube takes a ton out of the super chats. Like they take an obscene amount. I was really surprised. It's like 35%, something like that. It's like, what? Yeah, it's high, 40%. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They take 40%. How crazy is that? 35, 40. I thought it was 35. Anyway, there's not that many people active on the Discord, Spidey. I got 2 more subscribers today. Lost a few and gained a few, which is always, yeah. So that's good. Put a list of what I have to sell. I mean, it's nothing that you guys would want. It's just some games and things like that. It's getting there, I think, too. It's just very, very slowly. All right, guys. I'm going to shower and do the rest of the schoolwork that I don't really want to do, but I have to. Run for no one's going to watch me play Final Fantasy. I think someone coming through Twitch once told me people just use Twitch for lust and entertainment. And I'm neither of those. Get a sponsor like Nike or Jello. I mean, people, that's what people do. They watch gamer girls. I'm studying a bunch of things. I got history final coming up. I mean, I would take a Jello. I would let Jello sponsor me. I would let Twitch sponsor me too, but they wouldn't. Pudding. I think I should just do some more videos. That's probably gonna be the best bet. But I'm so careful with those. Morgan and Morgan. All right, guys, I gotta go now. Yeah, good night.